So AOC is in trouble, and she could be facing ethics violations, $50,000 fine, and maybe even prison time. Let's talk about it. Now, no one is talking about this story, but Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, AOC, is under the media spotlight again. And this time it's concerning some ethics rules that she's broken. Now, AOC referred to her fiance, Riley Roberts, as her spouse in her disclosure forms. But according to her spokeswoman, Lauren Hitt, they are not legally married. She has also said that the House ethics rules commonly recognize the term spouse to extend to long-term partners. They don't. Now, the forms that detail their travel and trips, which took them from Japan to South Korea to Brazil, notably these trips were sponsored by organizations like the Maureen and Mike Mansfield Foundation and the Foundation to Promote Open Society. However, there's a hiccup. The House Ethics Manual states, and I quote, "A spouse listed in the disclosure forms must be someone whom the member is legally married." See, legally married, not just long-term relationships. So if AOC knowingly submitted false information, the repercussions could be severe. You're talking about fines up to $50,000, and even though pretty rare, you could be facing 5 years in a federal prison. Yet, given the political dynamics of today, I'm assuming that she'd be censured by the Republican-controlled House. Now, here's where things get a little bit more intriguing. See, Riley Roberts, AOC's fiance since 2019, reportedly has no assets listed in these forms. Now, this has ignited a series of questions on ethics. Now, AOC isn't the first Democrat to have these issues. Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown he actually had to amend his disclosures to include $500,000 from his wife's investment and pension payments over the years, raising some similar ethics concerns. Now, it's essential to note that AOC has championed ethics in government. She's proposed legislation to ban stock ownership for congressmen and lobbied for transparency in public offices.
We're all here for the same purpose. And Representative Spanberger said it so well, that this isn't just about actual impropriety, but this is about the perception of impropriety. Because in doing so, we're able to tackle two issues at once. One, legitimate concerns about conflict of interest, whether it is a member being able to have access to things like, briefings that require security clearances, and being able to kind of commingle both that experience and the ability to trade stock. Not only that, but also the consideration of having any sort of stock while you are voting on legislation before the House. But then also, we are also tackling a crisis of faith in our institutions in the United States. And that exploitation of that crisis of faith is a direct threat to our democracy, as we have seen over the last 2 to 4 years. And it is our responsibility to ensure that we eliminate, again, that perception of impropriety.
Now, this is not the first time AOC has been dealing with the House Ethics Committee. See, the committee found that she actually failed to pay the designer that made that famous dress she wore at the Met Gala, the tax-the-rich dress. She didn't pay that designer for 8 months, and only paid that person, right, after congressional investigators inquired about her flashy gown and the accompanying handbag.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez blaming a former aide for not paying the expenses as she faces a House ethics probe over her 2021 Met Gala appearance. Remember that? The committee finding the Democratic Socialist, quote, may not have paid for several thousands of dollars worth of goods and services provided to her. This includes her ticket for the event, valued at $35,000, along with her infamous tax-the-rich dress, accessories, and jewelry. New York City business owner Cherie Murray ran against AOC for Congress. And now, Cherie, this is not going away. There's an ethics probe into this. Does it surprise you the socialist begged for tickets to this ritzy event?
No, it doesn't, not at all. And this is just another example of the pot calling the kettle black. She somehow has performative outrage and selective outrage, and now she just has a memory failure when it comes to the fact that this wasn't a charity event. She's not allowed to receive these tickets. And so, courtesy of Anna Wintour, her and her fiance attended the Met Gala. She got her hair done. She got a complete wardrobe, including shoes. She got her makeup done and conveniently forgot to pay the bill.
So it's good to be Congresswoman AOC, right? You can go to the Met Gala, have $30,000 and stuff given to you. Oh my God, I forgot to pay this bill for 8 months. But we need to tax the rich. Well, it's funny. All these politicians are the same, right? Only reason why this is even coming out, the only reason why she's even paying, because she actually did pay this back. But the reason why is because obviously the pressure came down. 8 months is a long time to reimburse someone, especially for a Met Gala dress. So, she did what she had to do and she got paid. But what do you guys think about this, these ethics violations? Because it is a little weird that if this is not your spouse, if you're a long-term boyfriend, married a guy, then you don't have the problem. But if you really think about these ethics issues, one of the problems, especially with the husband-boyfriend situation or husband-fiance situation, is that if it's your spouse, you have to disclose their financial stuff on all your documents too. So I don't even know if she was doing that. If she's, saying, oh, this guy's my spouse just to get the reimbursements, then she should be giving his financial disclosures too. But as you heard earlier, she wasn't. So she's trying to play it both ways. Maybe this could just be a hiccup. Maybe it could be nothing. Let me know what you feel in the comment section. Because, a lot of Republicans would say, hey, if this was a Republican, they'd be, up on charges from the Justice Department, right? She's taking 8 months to pay back 30 grand in gifts. And, she's got a husband who's really not her husband on the forms to get reimbursed. But now she's saying that, even though it's not my husband, it really is my husband. It's all crazy. But again, like I'm telling you, all these politicians are the same. AOC is no different, except she's a little newer. Let me know what you feel in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all the great YouTube stuff. My name is Hate the Lawyer, and I'm out of here.